going on, you guys? This is Hyperion-Blue-GT. It's time to get ready for round 2 of Season 2 of the 2019-20 Exhibition Series of the Nations Cup on Gran Turismo Sport. Now we're racing on Dragon Trail Seaside Reverse for 15 laps, and we'll be racing on with Group 4 category for today. So this is going to get everything. We'll get started from the last season from the Manufacturer Series. So gonna make sure to keep up the faster work. We're always going to get ready to begin. So this is going to be able to choose any Group 4 car for today. So this is going to get everything prepared. So this is going to be able to get ready to use the Lamborghini Huracan Group 4 with a Winx Club library balloon Fairy of the Dragonflame. So this is going to be good to go to be able to have the good choice to have the racing medium tires to begin. So let's get ready to start the race. Get everything to be prepared for one clean race for the moment. So before enjoying watching the video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out some more videos if you like. Feel free to enjoy it anytime you want for any entertainment. So let's go and get ready to race, and let's get started. Okay folks, looks like this is going to be able to get ready for another round for this race. So hope this is going to be able to take a lot of faster work. We'll be able to get ready. So same thing like the Manufacturer Series from last season. So this season is going to be able to have the usual. So gonna make sure to be able to keep it careful to be able to keep it well maintained while we're at the bus stop corners. So it's very challenging for us if we have to make sure to be able to keep our racing mobility up. We'll be able to stay tight. We're always going to be able to keep it together. So the race will begin. So we're about to get started right now. So hope this is going to be able to take a lot of good effort out there. So let's go and get ready to race, and let's begin. Here we go, it's round 2 of Season 2 of 2019-20 Exhibition Series of the Nations Cup. It's about to begin to get started, so let's go with the drivers in the Group 4 car. So, looks like Hogsaw 007 with a Jaguar F-Type takes first place at the pole position. Kilpa Jamila is in second place by using the Lexus RCF Group 4. Third place is Sierra 2145 with a Jaguar F-Type as well. Fourth place is Hail Tia Mama with a Lexus RCF Group 4 with a Red Bull library. Fifth place is Leather Meat with a lime green style Renault Sport Magni. Sixth place is Baby Bubba Belly with a Lamborghini Huracan Group 4. Seventh place is Blue 2.2 with a Renault Sport Magni Trophy. Eighth place is Kurt Arias 128 with a Peugeot RCC. Ninth place is Raisin Hobo with a McLaren 650S Group 4. 10th place is myself with a Lamborghini Huracan Winx Club library balloon. 11th place is Fishrat 58 with a Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG. 12th place is Mother 111 with a Subaru WRX Group 4. 13th place is Drunken High Dog with an Audi TT Cup 2016. 14th place is Jonas 8462 with a Lexus RCF Group 4. 15th place is Chicken Chaser 60 with a Jaguar F-Type Group 4. Bike 1319 is in 60th place to be set up and ready to go. 17th place is Nasco 6 of 9 with a McLaren 650S. Lastly is Isabelius with a Lamborghini Huracan Group 4, all set and ready to go. So this is going to be able to take a lot of good perfection for this race out there, folks. 3 waves. And this will be taking on 15 laps will begin, and this will be able to get prepared for having a one good clean race, nothing else to get interrupted. So this might be able to take a good perfection out there. We're always going to be able to do perfectly for the best. So here we go, rolling start is now begin, and we are on the way to take the first lap on the second round of the Nations Cup is going underway. it was definitely might be able to going in to be able to take the good kickstart. Will be able to take that turn. Is going to get very sharply edged to be able to keep it together. So this is going to be able to have 2 tire maps. This is going to be able to give it by the choice. So this will might do perfectly. Will be excellent to be able to drive faster. Will might be able to get. So here comes the bus stop, folks. This is going to be very tough out there. So going to keep it well careful. So try not to bump onto each other because this is going to be a very tough one to be able to make sure to be able to have what it takes to be very cautious not to be able to do any more collision. Is going to get penalized to be able to see it. So this is definitely might be pretty hard to get. So going to make sure that the penalty line will be able to use as a magic field to be able to slow down. So this will be able to take some time to be able to keep it well patient. So it looks like few other drivers are now going to be able to pass by me multiple ways to be able to get in. So this is going to be a very hard one if we have to make sure to keep it together because the bus stop corner is very tougher. We're always going to be able to stay together. It's going to be a very tough one, folks. So this is going to be able to take a lot of handling for mobility to be able to keep up. So this is going to be able to take a lot of faster work. Will might be able to keep going in. Now it's going to be very close, so this is going to be very tougher to get, so no full contact to be needed to see it as well. So this race is about to get very serious out there, so be respectful. So it definitely might be very challenging. It's going to get everything going in, so this is going to be a very riskful one, so it has to be able to do it perfectly. Will might be able to get, but it was, oh man, looks like this is going to be able to see it. So Pike 1319 almost lost his grip and now he's definitely off the track. Looks like this is going to be a very tough time to be able to see it. So it looks like Mother 111 just definitely got that 3-second penalty. This is going to be able to ruin someone's day. It is going to be quite very tougher. It gets to be very respectful to see it. So looks like this is going to get very intense out there, folks. This Will might be able to take a lot of faster work. Will might be able to keep up the grip. Is going to get everything we'll be going in for. But here we go again. This is going to be able to have that same corner, so going to make sure the brakes is going to get everything well monetized to be able to see it. So this is going to be quite very hard effort to see it. So this is going to be able to make sure not to make full contact while in the bus stop corner. It's going to be a very tough risk. It's going to get everything going in. Almost going to take that turn, so looks like this is going to be able to take one start. Is going to get everything will be challenging up for us. Now looks like Hawksox 007 takes the lead and now he is going to be able to take the podium. Will might be able to keep up. Will the others are definitely might be able to keep trying. Will always going to be able to keep a perfection out there. Will might be able to gain their mobility, but it's always getting tougher to be able to race on the reverse track of Dragon Trail. It's going to be quite very challenging to be able to well achieve for having a Group 4 car to be in the race. Now this is going to be able to see on the 3 drivers are now going to be able to catching up, or so it looks like Dragon High Start is going to be able to catch up in 12th place, and now Chicken Chaser 60 is pursuing Drunken High Start. Is going to be able to chase around to see it. So this is going to be a very good lead to be ways to catch up for. So it definitely might be getting closer to be able to faster up on it. So end of the second lap, we might be able to get nearly there. So we are going in onto the third lap. But it was definitely might be pretty challenging to be able to see it. So this is going to get everything to be well gripped up to be able to get everything will be well progress made to be able to see it. So going to catch up onto Chicken Chaser 60. So this is going to be able to have a wild chicken chase going on here for this one, folks. This is going to be a very fast one to be able to catch up for. So this is going to be able to take plenty of few paces. It's going to get everything keeping up. So looks like here comes the bus stop corner. Going to make sure to keep it well tight together. So this is going to be able to take a little bit more running acts like a wild goose chase. Is definitely might be going on for. So this is going to be able to take plenty of few grip. It's going to be able to stay on it. So keep up the sportsmanship rating. And then Chicken Chaser is definitely might be staying on the tarmac. He is going to be able to catch up onto Drunken High Start before I could do it. So this is going to be able to take a little pursuit. Is going to get everything going in for. Giving one magical rush is going to get everything. Will take the little upper hand. Is going to get everything. Will be well steady up to do it. but it will always going to be able to drive faster to be able to keep up the mobility will also the take. Now the gap distance is definitely might be quite coming in for it, so it looks like Chicken Chaser 60 is passing me, and now he is going to be able to drive faster with his Jaguar F-Type. Is going to be quite very challenging to be able to take the upper hand, will always going to be able to go forward. Hail to Yamana is in third place, so looks like this is going to be able to have third place drivers, or definitely might be well chosen up for. So it looks like Yellow Flag just calls in, and then this is definitely might be having a tough time to be able to try to make sure that the corkscrew chicane is going to be very tougher to be able to learn it for. Now, getting closer to catch up on the Chicken Chaser 60, and now this is going to be able to move on in onto the fourth lap. So this is going to be able to take that first turn. It is going to be quite very tougher it gets. So this is going to be able to take fast move turns. We're also going to go on the apex. Now going to be able to catch up onto Drunken High Start, and Conchi Palomalo is now definitely might be going in to be able to take a little neck on neck. Is going to get everything will be going on for. Now going in onto the bus stop is going to get everything well quicked up to be able to go in. Going to take a little limit to be able to go faster. Will might be able to keep it up for. But it is going to be able to take a lot of good perfection out there. Will be able to take. So looks like this is going to be able to see Sierra 2145 is in third place. Hail to Your Mama is in second place, and now is going to catch up onto Hawsaw 007 is now going to be able to keep going faster. Will be able to take the upper hand for the top three drivers. Is now going on to be able to take plenty of faster work. Will be able to keep up the pace. So it will be able to see how every other racers would like to be able to have the second chance to be able to join in for. So apparently on the original, it was so close to be able to have a lot of faster work to be able to going in. So it also happens by interrupting. So gonna make sure to be able to have this race to be able to have a perfection moment out there. So it might have the effect of the driver ratings. Will might need to be able to go again, because having an error is definitely might be having an interruption, so it'll be able to give us a chance to be able to race again. So this will be able to have plenty of faster work. Is going to get everything going. So we're almost there to be able to reach up on the fourth lap, and now here is the fifth lap. Is going to be able to going in to proceed. So it was definitely might be quite doing perfection to be able to drive faster. We're always going to keep it up for. But almost to see it, so this is going to be able to do a lot of faster work to see on the top right of the map. Is going to be able to see how the drivers are definitely might be doing so well. So this is going to be need to take a lot of good focus out there, including the bus stop corner. Is going to be quite very challenging. We'll be able to learn to take the perfection. Is going to get everything going in for. Now, looks like Fisher at 58 is going on to be able to drive faster to catch up onto Nosco 609. So this is going to be able to do perfectly well to be able to see how he can probably able to take that S turns. Is going to be quite going simple to be able to take that oversteer turns. Is going to get everything we'll be going in for. Falling up the apex is going to be able to have a good step to be able to see it. So this is definitely might be doing well. Cheap it. Almost, because that was definitely might be getting a little bit slam on me. So gonna keep that grip together, because this is gonna need to take a lot of few running efforts around for. So looks like gonna make sure, folks, whenever you see that cone when racing on the track, this is gonna be a very top one to be very careful. If this is gonna be able to take a little act of sacrifice, is gonna be able to let the drivers to go in, just like round one of the race. So yeah, it is definitely might be able to take a little dive to save the clear spot for them. So this is going to be able to take a little bit more efforts to be able to going in for. So it looks like two drivers are in the pits to be able to change up the tires and refuel. So this is going to be able to move forward onto 11th place. So it's going to get very close to be able to take plenty more times to be able to take plenty of distance to go. So looks like this is going to be able to have almost 30-second gap up ahead, and this is going to be quite going faster it can get, because for every GT players in this round will be able to take a lot of good perfection onto the bus stop. It's going to get everything, has to be able to do it correctly. We'll also to make a little guideline to be able to help. Now, looks like I'm just going to get everything a little bit closer to be able to catch up to the two drivers. And now this is going to be quite very interesting to see how this goes. Jonas A462 and Kurt Urias 128 is now going to be able to take a little battle of 9th place is going in. So this is going to be a very tough one to be able to have an oversteer and understeer Group 4 car is about to get challenging on to begin. So there's the yellow flag just called in. So it looks like this is going to be able to see how it finds out to do it. So looks like this is going to be a very interesting seed. So it looks like Pachamala just definitely got that accidental mistake. So he is definitely might be taking a little bit of time to recover. So he is definitely stopped at 13th place, or it's going to be at 14th place. Now it's going to be able to going in. So Hail to Your Mama is in the pits. Now he's going to be able to change the tires. Is going to get everything, will be well prepared to be able to do plenty of spare fuel will be needed for having a lot of time of race. Is going to get everything will be going in for. So currently in on to 10th place. Hope I can probably able to keep it up. So always going to be able to believe in by using a wing car lottery on the race. Is going to get everything, will be able to test the might of courage, will be able to keep up the racing skills, we're always going to be able to have a good racing mobility to be able to keep up. Now looks like Lettermeat in 3rd place, so he is going to be able to take the top 3. We're always going to be able to go in. So if Will does, because every top 3 drivers is definitely might be able to have a lot of time to be able to going into the pit stop. If anything is possible to be able to try to keep their sportsmanship rating, is going to get everything will be well maintained and intact. So it will has to be able to do it. So this is going to be able to do a lot of racing work. We'll be able to do plenty of practice. So hope it does. We'll might be able to have a different reference type of fall. So it will always going to be able to have a race moment of a deja vu. Is going to get everything to be well interesting. Now this is going to be quite getting a little bit few efforts up on that S turn, so this is going to be quite pretty tough. So going to make sure to be able to have a good landing spot. We'll be able to do it. So this is going to get everything will stepping up to be able to keep it up to be ready for this. So it will always going to be able to see how Lettermeat could probably able to going into the pit stop, or probably the 2 drivers are now going to be able to catching up for it. So Sierra 2145 is now going to be able to stay in 2nd place. So it looks like Lettermeat in the pits, and then Hail to Your Mama is in 3rd place for one comeback to be able to have its return after taking a pit stop. We'll be able to catch up. So it definitely might be getting closer to see it. So this will might be able to have what it takes to be able to have a determined choice to be able to, for any drivers to be able to have coming out of the pits, will be able to keep up the position. So this will might be able to take a little hard guess to be able to keep focusing off for the track. Is going to get everything going in. So looks like we're on the 8th lap. Fuel is at 50% remaining, so we can still do it. So this one might be able to take that tire grip. It's going to get everything to be well durability. We're always going to keep it well endured. But it was definitely might be able to see it. So it looks like Lettermeat is coming back in onto 3rd place. So this is going to be quite very challenging to see how the battle of 3rd place is going on to see it. So Lettermeat is going to be able to keep up to be able to have the bronze medal in no time. So even if this is going to be a very one closer edge to be able to see it. Now it's definitely might be getting close. Courtier 128 is now definitely might be able to stay focused to keep it up, while Baby Bubba Belly is now going to be able to take that position, and now it looks like there's going to be able to have a little caution mistake. He's going to be able to see it, so it looks like they still got this, folks. Now meanwhile, Hogsucks 007 is in the pits, so this is going to be able to have that pit stop time to be able to have that racing hard tires will be able to do a little bit well extended to be able to have something putting on from racing hard tires will also to get a new fresh start as well. Now it's going to be quite good to be able to see Blue 2.2 is now going on, so this is going to be able to keep up the racing work. So looks like he's going into the pits as well. So this one might be able to move on in onto 8th place. So it's going to get very closer to be able to take plenty of few steps. It's going to get everything to be well handling up to be able to get there. So we're on the 9th lap, so we're almost there, folks. End of wave 2 is going on, so this is going to be quite coming closer to be able to check your tires, to be able to keep it well monitored, checked to see it. So it will always going to need that turn for the bus stop. It's going to get everything will be well careful to be made for. That was a very good, brilliant. So the helicopter flies in to be able to see the footage, to be able to have that part, to be able to see it. So Curious 0128 is now going to be able to keep it up. We're always going to catch up to them. So it will might be able to have the time to be able to going into the pit stop as well. So gonna make sure to be able to keep it nice and steady for this race, folks. It's gonna get very tough out there. We're always gonna see the apex. We're going in correctly will be needed as necessary. So that was definitely might be important. And oh man, looks like Kurt Arias is now definitely almost lost his grip, and then 2 other drivers passes me, and now this is going to be quite getting a little bit more time to be able to do a lot of grip work. It's going to get everything going in. And oh man, looks like this is going to be able to have a little contact on it, so going to make sure to be very careful, stay on your mobility, because this is going to get very tougher. Will might need to stay on track. It's going to get very riskful, so don't want to let any opponents to be pushed off the track. Now, looks like going in onto the pits, and now this is going to be able to have that call to be able to put some new set of racing medium tires. So, hope this is going to be quite doing good to be able to have new set of racing medium tires is going to be needs importantly for. So, this is going to be able to have a lot of plenty of spare fuel to be recommended. So, coming out of the pits, and now this will be able to have the stop duration time for having a little bit more pit time by 13 seconds. And this will might be able to pull back onto 15th place. Hope I can probably be able to keep it up, folks. So this is going to be able to take a little bit long time forever to be able to catch up for. Now, looks like Sierra 2145 is doing okay to be in 2nd place. So looks like there's a yellow flag called in. So it looks like Conchabawa is now having a little bit difficulty with the brakes. So gotta make sure to be able to have a good dodge to be able to see it when the yellow flag just called in, to be able to stay cautious to be able to see it. So this is going to be able to take a lot of racing respectful out there. We're always going to be able to make sure. So this is going to get very closer to be able to have 5 laps remaining, folks. We're almost there to reach up at the end, so nothing else happens, because this is going to get everything to do a lot of good perfection out there. We'll be able to step up. We're always going to keep on racing. We'll be able to do perfection to success. We're always going to be able to have a good driver rating and the sportsmanship rating. We'll be able to take a good moment to be able to enjoy it. But we're almost going to be able to take that turn, so gotta keep up. Gotta make sure this is going to be able to do a lot of racing mobility. Will be able to keep up on the Dragon Trail Seaside reverse. Is going to be a very tough one out there, so this will always going to be able to do a lot of faster work, so it will always going to be able to do perfection for the best. Now, this is going to be able to have 2 drivers in the pits, and now they're about to be able to change up the tires quickly as possible before coming out of the pits. And now this is going to be able to take a little rushed up time, so this is going to be getting closer to be able to reach up onto School 6 and 9. So this is going to be able to catch up to the rest of the 3. So this will might be able to take plenty of few distance steps to go, but it's always going to be able to take the difficult times. We'll be able to stay together. Good thing, taking a lot of few grips to be able to save that mobility for it. So Bear had to keep up. We're always going to stay together. Now, this is going to be able to see how Hot Dog 007 is now going to be able to keep taking the lead. So he is going faster, way up ahead of us, and now this is going to be able to have the first place. We'll be able to do plenty of good mobility. We're always going to keep it simple. So it was quite pretty excited to see how every racers are always going to be able to challenge ourselves. If we have to make sure to be able to keep up for one good perfection, it's going to get everything we'll be going in for. But it was definitely might be able to see it. So Sierra 2145 is now in the pits, and now he's going to be able to change up the tires quickly, and then Hail to Your Mama is back onto third place. So it's definitely might be going in to be able to see if 2145 is about to be able to coming out of the pit. So already did. So this is going to be able to take a long catch up for him to be able to catch up onto Hail to Your Mama. Is going to be able to going closer in. We'll take the battle of third place. It's going to be quite challenging up for the conclusion. Now looks like Lettermead is in second place, so this is going to be able to take the long ways to be able to catch up onto Hot Dog 007 is going to be quite giving a lot of faster work. Is going to get everything. We'll be keep it up. We're always going to be able to take a lot of racing mobility. We're always going to do for perfection. Now it's definitely might be getting close to be able to see it. So it looks like, oh man, it looks like this is going to be quite seeing this one for it. I just barely got an overtake by dodging it. Nasco 609 just almost lost its grip by taking a lot of problem in the bus stop. So that was definitely might be so close. Good thing I had the upper hand. Is going to be able to make one dodging overtake when the driver is having a little bit tough time by having a turn. Is going to be quite very intense to see it. So close to be able to have that collision going on. So that was quite very lucky to be able to see it how it goes. So this is definitely might be able to take a little quest challenge is still going on. So gonna be able to take on to be able to have the middle of the 12th lap is gonna be able to going in. So looks like this is gonna be able to take a little catching up overtake on Chicken Chaser 60. So this is definitely might be able to have another round. We're always gonna be able to take. But it was definitely might be going faster than ever, so it will always going to be able to take a little contestant time. We're always going to be able to take plenty of turns. Is going to get everything going correctly. We're always going to be able to keep up our racing sportsmanship. It's going to be quite taking a lot of faster work. It's going to be able to going in. So looks like already in onto the 13th lap. So this is going to be quite doing well for every driver. Is going to be able to take a lot of faster times to be able to going in. Now we're almost there. So looks like, oh man, almost get a little bit slammed on the drunken high start. So gonna make sure to be very careful, folks. So that was quite getting a little bit scared out there. So gonna make sure to be very respectful during this time of the competition race. Is gonna be quite doing a lot of work whatever they got. So this is gonna need to be able to take plenty of respectful moments. Will might need it to be stand still because don't want to take too much distraction. Will be able to come to happen. So it will always going to be able to make sure. We're always going to have to take that mobility. We're always going to be able to maintain on it. It's continuing on to be able to get there. So it looks like 2 more laps to go. So we're almost there, folks, because this is going to be able to keep it up. We're always going to be able to do a lot of faster work out there because the fuel is at 25% for every Group 4 car in the race. It's going to get everything Group might need to stay together. We're always going to be able to do for a lot of perfection. It's going to get everything we'll be going to do oversteer and understeer. We're always going to be able to drive faster. We might be able to keep it up for. Gonna catch up on the drunken high start. It's gonna get closer. So it looks like 2 drivers are going on the chicken pursuit. It's gonna be quite very challenging ways to go in for. So this is definitely might be quite going on to see it. So it looks like drunken high start is about to do a little bit chicken chase onto chicken chaser. Is gonna be quite going in to see it. The oversteer car is being chased by an understeer Group 4 car. So this is definitely might be quite going on to be able to catching up. So he can probably able to be in 10th place, so he might be able to do it. 14 lap is going to be nearly there, folks. This is going to be able to take one more lap remaining, but it has to be able to take, for any drivers, including the top 3 drivers, are still going on to be able to keep it up. Will might be able to do most of the time is going to get everything will be well achieved. For taking a lot of fastest lap is going to get everything going in. And then going in onto the bus stop. This is going to be able to take a little bit more, while Chicken Chase Hunt is going to get everything going on to be in the position. So looks like this is going to be able to have Chicken Chasers tries to be able to evade from Drunken High Darts. Jap is going to be quite going on for. So the 2 of them are definitely might be able to take the battle of 10th place is going in. So got everything on the scene to be able to have running. Rush is going to be able to take some few turns for. Gonna keep it steady, and then this is going to be able to see this will might be able to take that turn. So gonna keep that grip to be staying tight. So it only takes 1.2 seconds up ahead for them. So this is going to be getting closer to be able to be ready for this one. So hope you guys are about to be ready to take the final lap. So looks like the top 3 drivers have already in as well. So we're on our way to proceed, and this is going to be able to have a race finish. We'll be there in no time. This will be able to have a good perfection race from the segment from the last race was getting interrupted. So this is going to be able to do a lot of faster work. It's going to get everything we'll be going in for. Now it's getting closer, so here we go. We're on our way to the final lap of the race, and then this is going to be quite doing good to see how the top 3 drivers are doing well. Hosdog is now going to be able to keep it up. We'll be able to have the first place win, so he will keep it up, folks. He will always going to be able to drive faster to win, to be able to take a good perfection for a mobility, to be able to take a lot of good skills to be able to drive faster will always be possible to get. Taking one more bus stop turn, so this is going to get everything will be nearly closer. So Lettermeat is still taking on in 2nd place. Hope he can still try to keep up to be able to take a good driver rating will be able to increase. So this is going to be able to coming in for this one. So looks like this will be able to have Hot Dog 007 lead to be able to keep it up. So he is going in to take the final stretch. We'll be getting closer to the finish line, so hope he can do it. So this is going to be able to have a one open space is going to be able to coming in. So looks like folks, Hot Dog 007 takes the win on round 2 of the 2019-20 Exhibition Series of the Nations Cup. Hot Dog 007 is finally in 1st place. He did a pretty good job out there, folks. He did a fantastic job out there to be able to have a good race, to be able to keep going faster. We're always going to be able to take a good gap distance by the lead, but it was very incredible. Now Lettermeat is in 2nd place and Healthy Mama is in 3rd place. Now everybody is about to be able to take the finish line. We'll be able to finish the race in no time. So it was pretty tough and pretty challenging like the usual. So it was quite pretty challenging out there, folks. It was doing good, but it will always do perfectly for the best. We're always going to be able to have one recent results to be able to get. So this is definitely might be able to have the penalty times to be able to see it. So gonna make sure to be very careful next time. So this will might be automatically to be putting in onto different positions, since the new point system is now definitely in use to be able to go on for the competition. So it was definitely might be pretty challenging. So this maybe ends up in 16th place. So gonna make sure to be very careful, folks, because the penalty is giving us a hard time whenever we race, because this is going to be quite doing excellent well. So gonna make sure to be very careful, because this will might be able to practice some more to be getting started for the next round. So this will be able to do better well. So we did pretty good job out there for the race. So this will might need to take a lot of good sportsmanship. We're always going to be able to keep trying. We're always going to be able to get. So this one might be able to congratulations to Hog Sauce 007 for the win. So he did pretty good job by using the Jaguar F-Type Group 4. So this is definitely might be doing good to be able to have a good sportsmanship rating. We'll be able to take a good opportunity to do it. So Lettermate takes second place. So he did pretty good job out there. Hail to your mama and Sierra 2145. It was definitely might be pretty challenging for them. So they did a good race, so that was pretty good job out there, folks. So we did perfectly for the best what we can get. So it's always having a tough challenge like from the last season. So well, it's always been the usual to be able to have a one tough race to be able to keep it up. So it will always going to be able to take a lot of chances for one good clean driving out there. So it was definitely might be pretty challenged to be able to be very careful whenever we're at the bus stop. It's going to be very tougher. We need to be very careful. If we have to be able to take one fasting lineup, we'll be able to take a lot of good perfection. We'll always needs to do more. So this is definitely might be having the same thing from last season on the Manufacturer Series on Dragon Trail Seaside Reverse. But this season on the Nations Cup is the same thing. So hope everybody did a pretty good job out there. But the same thing as usual, so we will always going to be able to take some more practice to race on the reverse track of Dragon Trail Seaside. So, good thing that having the Lamborghini Huracan Group 4 with a Winx Club Library Bloom is very magical to be able to enjoy it. So, since having a daily race is going to be quite good on the forward track, but in the reverse track is going to be able to test the limits. We'll be able to have one good racing perfection. We're always going to be able to have a lot of good precision. So do the best you can, folks. So take some good practice on the reverse track of Dragon Trail Seaside. We'll be able to take a lot of good perfection. We're always going to be able to do the most. Alright, folks, glad that you really enjoyed this race. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and bell for notification uploads, and the links on the description down below if you want to see more. I'll be seeing you guys next time for continuing on the 2019-20 Exhibition Series of Season 2 of the Nations Cup on Gran Turismo Sports, and I'll see you guys later. Keep on racing, stay cool.